Good morning. Every time I put on my watch, it reminds me of Diane because she would message me, "Don't forget your watch." I'm gonna put on my watch. Good morning. Hey, Chris, I have a question. Bear with me. You see how it says share your referral link at the bottom of our messages? I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? You can tell me later, but I was going to ask you that and I keep forgetting. What is a referral link? I don't know. Okay, I am going to say this right off the bat. I'm taking my glasses off and going to start getting ready. I owe you a huge apology. Okay. So when you're a creator, you go out to what's called YouTube Studio. And YouTube Studio is like where YouTube like puts all your new comments. So like I don't have to go to the video to see the new comments. I can go to YouTube Studio and I can see like who commented on the community board or who commented on a video. So it's a way for YouTube to help creators go to one spot to see all your new comments. And then once you comment or like, it goes away and it says no new comments once you've done all that. Well, yesterday, I was very busy yesterday. It poured down rain yesterday, and I met a lady for lunch yesterday, and Larry had some issues yesterday, so I was dealing with the nurse, and I didn't get to comment. I didn't get to check my YouTube Studio for my comments for Monday's live. So I go out there last night and I'm reading comments and I'm like, and I have made people mad. And I was like, oh my God, what did I do? I was so like, when I was reading, because there was like 6 or 7 comments where I had frustrated people over my Monday live. And I was like, what did I do? I was so upset. So then I had to stop and go, what did I say? What? I don't even remember what I said Monday. And so I had to go out there and watch my live. And I was like, oh, Judy. And what I said is not what I meant. But I said it. I said, I wished I could put all the backup dancers that come to my live at 7 a.m. And I even said, there's 100 people on here. And I wish I could get 100 people in the room because I feel like those are my backup dancers, the people that come at 7 a.m. Those are the people that really know who their Aunt Judy is. Okay. I said that. But that's not what I meant. But that's what I said. So I owe everyone an apology because what I meant was, but I didn't say it. What I meant was the people that watch my live, when I say live video, okay, this is what I mean. But this is not what I said. Okay. When I go out to YouTube, okay, let me pull it up. I go out to YouTube Studio, okay, and I hit content, okay. I have videos, I have shorts, I have lives, okay. So when I say the word live, I'm talking about my live videos. That That's okay. What I said is not what I meant. I messed up. What I mean is, if you catch the replay or you're here live, you're watching my live video, even though if you're catching the replay, you're not on my live, but you are on my lives because that is my live video on YouTube. Like they have it stored under lives or shorts or videos. My live videos are not edited, but they're stored under live. So, what I mean that I didn't say is I feel like the people that watch my lives, whether it be a live, like I'm live, or the replay, I feel like those are the people that really know me. I feel like those are the people that know my mission, that know my heart, that know where I struggle, that know me inside out. Like those are the people that can look at me and go, "Oh gosh, Aunt Judy's having a bad day." I don't even have to say it. They know by my demeanor because they watch my replay or they're here live and they know me. I feel like the people that watch my videos, just my videos, and they don't watch my live, a video can be edited. Okay. It's like you try to be real in your videos, but let's just say I say something, I don't know, that's stupid. I can go edit that. Where when I'm live, I just say it's stupid, then I can't take it back. Like I feel like and not that my videos are make believe because they're not, but I can edit. I can make the video more exciting by adding music, or I can make, a video very like exciting because I can add suspense music where it's exciting, like, oh my gosh, what's about to happen? When I can't do that in a live. People that watch my live, whether it be a replay or when you're here live, I feel like those are the true backup dancers because I feel like they know me better than people that just watch my videos. That's what I meant, but that's not what I said. I did not say that. So when I started reading the comments and I started seeing people get upset, I was like, what did I say? And then when I watched the video, I was like, oh, Judy, why did you say that? And you know how sometimes you just get caught up in the moment? And I was struggling because I had lost 2 ducklings. I felt like a failure, and I felt like I needed my friends. And that's why I said, I wish I could get you all on a Zoom call, and I wish I could just tell y'all because I feel like y'all get me, meaning y'all, Southern talk, as in the people that watch my lives and replays. When I say you watch my lives, you are watching my live if you're watching the replay because it is my live. But I didn't say that. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I said it all backwards. I was really mad at myself when I went back and watched the replay. I was like, well, no wonder everybody's mad at me. My gosh, Judy. I mean, look what you said. And people were like, Judy, I can't help that I'm not there at 7 a.m. It's 4 o'clock in the morning where I live when you go live. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's not what I meant. And then one lady said, I'm sorry. I actually, something about like, I'm sorry I have a job. No, I'm sorry some people have a job. And I was like, is she saying I don't have a job? Like I work 14 hours a day. Oh my gosh. And I was like, that's not what she meant. She's kind. What she meant was that I offended her because I said that she wasn't a backup dancer because she wasn't here at 7 a.m. Shame on me. That's not what I meant. I said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I screwed up and said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Truly sorry. Okay, hang on just a minute. I kind of remember exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. In my morning lives, I read every single comment. I do. On Facebook, it's hard for me to read. I try to read every single comment on Facebook, but it's difficult. But on YouTube, I read every single comment because I don't have as many comments as I do on Facebook. I read everything, every single thing. And somebody said something about they said something about, hey Judy, you need to go watch another video of yours because I feel like you're really putting yourself down. And I sat and thought, I was like, oh, I probably do need to go watch another, like I probably need to watch my own lives. I feel like when I'm live, this is going to sound weird, but I feel like when I'm live, it's like not me talking. It is me talking. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right. Sometimes I don't use the right words. I don't want to sound like a freak, but I feel like when I'm here at 7 a.m. live, I feel like it's God speaking through me because it appears that I'm really strong, and I am strong. Like I am a strong girl. I've been through a lot in my life and I've overcome it, but that didn't curl very good. But when I'm live and I talk about real life stuff, I come across as, and I'm not. I'm not. I'm a real person. I struggle. When I sit here and tell you guys that I'm a train wreck, I think that you judge me by what I say on my lives. And I come across as having the solution and that I'm this like rock star. And I'm not. I'm a human being and I struggle. I struggle with depression and anxiety and all that come along with it. I'm not this rock star. I haven't got it all figured out. I feel like it's really important for me for you to see the real me. Why do I feel like it's important for you to see the real me? One reason, because I don't want you to feel like you're the only one. That's why. I don't have it all together. I don't have the perfect life. I don't have the perfect husband. I don't have it all together. And I'm not going to pretend to. So there's going to be I don't know what happened. There's going to be times where I screw up. There's going to be times where I say something I shouldn't. There's going to be times where I get on here, and majority of the time I'm crying. Why am I crying? Because I'm an emotional wreck. Because I don't have it together. I mean, I I don't think if you cry you don't have it together. I just don't have it together because I'm in menopause. I'm a caregiver. I'm juggling trying to figure out how to keep my farm afloat. I have a lot of stress in my life. I I, I just it's important for me to be the real Judy. You know, some of you are saying that you're coming to meet me in September. And I'll be honest with you. I've been on the struggle bus. It ain't even it ain't even June yet, and I'm struggling about September. I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't go. I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, I can't go. I don't know what to do. I have anxiety. I can't do it. Nobody likes me." I mean, that's me. It's so silly. And I'm told Shane, I said, "Why do I do this? Why, why do I do this? I'm so crazy sometimes." And like when the whole thing with petals, I have had my feelings hurt. I've had my feelings hurt because I feel like, okay, I'm just going to be honest. This is me. This shows you what a train wreck I am, okay? Poor Judy. Poor little old Judy. Poor Judy. She lives in North Alabama all by herself. And all the other Alabama creators, they all live close to each other and they support each other and they tag each other in post and they tell each other to go follow each other. And then there's poor old Judy over here just drowning. Judy, she ain't got no friends. Nobody checks on her. Like, she's over here just trying to figure out how to make it in this world. And all the other creators, they get together for, I don't know, they help each other when they go on vacation. You know, like they get to help each other. Poor Judy can't go on vacation because I don't have another friend creator over here to help me with my animals, and no one tags me. Poor Judy. She's pitiful. She's so pitiful. And I'm like, really, Judy? Really? And I was convincing myself that no one, poor Judy, she's up here by herself and everybody's forgotten about her. When I say everybody, I'm talking about creators, okay? No one cares about poor Aunt Judy. No one knows what I'm going through because they don't check on me. I'm not going. I'm not going to the September event because no one gives a crap whether I'm there or not. Do y'all ever do this? I cannot be the only person that does this. You know, maybe you're like, I'm not going to the family reunion. Don't nobody care about me. They don't check on me all year long, but they want to know if I'm bringing the potato salad to the family reunion, as if they act like they care about me. You know what I mean? Can you relate to me? Can you relate to me? Do you know how sometimes, like, how, like, sometimes you, I don't know, like, let's say that you meet someone, I don't know, let's say you meet someone at work, I don't know, and you like start becoming friends, and you're like this person that, let's just say you're the person that initiates the conversation. So let's just say Kathy doesn't show up for work. You're the person that messages you, "Hey, are you okay? I saw you weren't at work today. I was just checking on you." And she says, "Oh, my mother died." And you're like, "Oh my gosh, let me send her flowers. Her mother's passed away." Like you're the person that it always initiates. You know what I mean? You're like that person that makes sure everyone's taken care of because you're that kind of friend. And have you ever like just said like, "Okay, I'm going to stop messaging and see what happens." You know? Like say that you're trying, let's just say that you're trying to build a relationship with someone, okay? And you are initiating every conversation. "Hey, how are you? How are you feeling? Oh my gosh, I loved I loved this. I saw that you posted this. Oh my gosh, I hope you're better, whatever." And then you just say, "I'm going to stop messaging my friend and see what happens." And it goes to dead silence. And you're like, "They don't care two craps about me." See, you're like, the only time I ever talk to him is when I initiate a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I've had so many friends like that over the years, and you find yourself getting your feelings hurt because you're like, "They don't ever check on me." And then you get cold busted when somebody messages you and they say, "Hey Judy, I thought we were better friends than this. You missed my birthday." And you're like, "Oh crap." And then you realize you're just like the people that you think are not your friends. You're just like them. You're no different. You're no different than the people you think that don't like you. You're no different because you're doing the same thing to other people. Am I making sense? What I mean, what I mean is when you get caught up in a moment, okay, and you're like feeling sorry for yourself. "Oh, poor Judy. She's all the way up here in North Alabama by herself. Nobody gives two craps. I don't know. Nobody cares." You start feeling sorry for yourself and you're acting like a middle schooler. Okay, that is the moment. That is the moment you need to check yourself. That is sitting it out. When you're sitting here going, "Oh, poor Judy. I'm not going to the September event. And ain't nobody give two craps about me. Ain't nobody showing up for my line. It ain't like people flying in from, I don't know, Missouri to come see Judy. Like, people don't do that. Like, you feel sorry for yourself. Okay? That is the moment you're sitting it out. Okay? You're lying to yourself. You're feeling sorry for yourself. You have to go, what is going on with Judy? Why is Judy feeling like this? What is missing in Judy's life? Because if I rely on my happiness from other people, what is going to happen to me? I'm going to get let down. If you rely on your friends or other people for your happiness, you're going to be like your Aunt Judy sitting here going, "Ain't nobody care about me." Okay? You're going to. You're going to be feeling sorry for yourself because people can't meet your expectations. They can't. They have a life themselves, right? People can't meet your ex. I bet you if I sat here and said, how many people have I let down? How many people are trying to be my friend and I haven't responded or I haven't called to check on them? I bet you there are so many people that I've let down that like, dude, I try to be your friend. You never message me. I bet you if I pulled Chris Mealy on my live right now and said, Chris, tell me how I am with texting. He's going to go, hey, Jackleg, I text you all the time and it takes you 3 days to text me back. You make me feel unimportant because when I text you, you don't text back. I guarantee you Chris would say that. Sometimes you text Judy, but there's times when you freaking I ask you about a chicken and it takes you 3 days to notice that I even text you. I bet you money. I bet you money. I'm no different than other people. But when I get caught up in the moment and think that no one likes me because they're not responding to my message or, I got bull crap in my life and ain't nobody checking on me, doing that stuff, that is the moment you have to stop yourself and go, what is going on with you? Why are you feeling like this? What is the deal with you, Judy? And usually when I find myself feeling like a middle schooler and I start checking the facts, and I'm like, okay, LaWanda, can I use you as an example? Okay, I'm going to use LaWanda as an example. Okay. LaWanda is a creator. Okay. LaWanda goes to the Petals events. All right. So if I said, LaWanda, I forgot where she lives, Florida. LaWanda's in Florida and she could care two craps about me because I'm in North Alabama. And she could care less whether I am at the Petals event or not because I don't know. She doesn't respond to me when I send her messages, okay? I called her to ask her questions about the alpacas, and that was 5 days ago, and she doesn't respond to my messages. Okay, let's just say when I check the facts and I stop myself and go, Judy, what is wrong with you? What is wrong? Sugarbug, what's wrong with you? Because you acting like a middle schooler. What's wrong with you, Judy? Chances are when I stop myself and pause and I check the facts, does LaWanda care about me? Yes. Does LaWanda care about my well-being? Yes. Has LaWanda ever been ugly to me? No. Does LaWanda show up to all my lives? Yes. Okay, let's stop. Let's stop right there. Now let's flip it. Do I show up to all LaWanda's lives? No. Do I go out there and comment on all LaWanda's posts? No. But I want to sit here and have my feelings hurt because no one checks on me, but am I checking on LaWanda? No. So how am I different from anybody else? I'm not. I'm no different. But what happens is you get caught up in emotional mind, okay? I tell you all the time, in order to create the balance, you got to work on your spiritual health, your emotional health, your mental health, and your physical health, okay? When I'm over here acting like a middle schooler and I got my butt hurt, okay? What is happening to me? I'm caught up in emotional mind. So the feelings that I'm feeling are not, they're real to me. When you're caught up in emotional mind and you feel the feeling, those feelings are valid. I'm feeling those feelings for a reason. Okay? They're hurting me. It feels painful. When you're caught up in emotional mind and you feel like no one cares, that is a true valid feeling for yourself. And you have to say to yourself, okay, this is how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like no one cares. The friends that I have that I thought cared about me no longer are around. That is hurtful. My feelings are valid. But let's stop for just a minute. Being the best version of yourself is not being caught up in emotional mind. Does that mean that we're all freaking rock stars and are not going to deal with emotional mind? No, it happens. We get caught up in our emotions. So what do we do about it? When we're sitting here in emotional mind and got our butt hurt, let's just say, what do we do? Okay, sitting it out is staying in emotional mind and going, you know what? I'm not going. I'm not going. No one cares. No one cares. That is emotional mind. Dancing is going, okay, let's stop for just a minute and figure out what's going on with you. I'll tell you what's going on with me. I'll tell you exactly what is going on with me. I am a caregiver. That is what's going on with me. Okay. If you've ever been a caregiver before, you get me. If you haven't been a caregiver before, you probably don't understand a word I'm talking about. But majority of the time, I feel like I can't breathe being a caregiver. There's so much that I deal with that I can't talk about because, number one, I don't want to embarrass my patient. I'm just going to leave it at that. I can't talk about it. Y'all don't see the things that go on in my house. And a lot of times when you're a caregiver and you pretty much can't leave your house, it's a struggle for me to go to the Petals event. Number one, I'm an hour and a half away. Okay. Number two, okay, let's just think about it like this. If I have to be at a Petals event in September at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it takes me an hour and a half to get there, and I have a patient that I have to take care of, and a farm that I have to take care of. Okay, so if I have to be there at 8, I'm going to need to leave here at least by 6 a.m. Well, it's dark outside. How do you do animals at 6 a.m.? 6 a.m. And it sounds so easy. Judy, what do other people do? What do other farms do? How do they do it? If they can do it, why can't you do it? I ask Shane that all the time. I'm like, how do people go on vacation? Like I don't understand. Like when I see these other farms going on vacation like far away, I'm like, how the heck? I can't do that. I don't have the life that, I mean, forget the caregiving, just the farm alone. Not last year, because last year I did not go to the Petals event. The year before that, I trained and hired this guy to do my animals. Okay. Shane and I are at the event. It is, let's just say, I don't know, 4 o'clock. And I text the guy and I said, hey, just checking on things. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to put the animals. I forgot to feed the animals. Me and Shane are an hour and a half away from home. No one showed up to my farm the whole day. No one let my animals out. No one, and I had no clue. No one let, so my chickens are stuck in a run all day long with no food and water. Me and Shane are at the event, and I looked at him. I went, they didn't show up to let our animals out. He forgot. He's at a birthday party. Shane and I had to leave the event immediately and go home. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. Like, no one cares about your animals like you do. And I think, well, how do other farms do it? Like, there's farms that come to the Petals event that, let's just say, are from Florida, like our Brown farmhouse. I'm like, how do they leave their farm? Okay, I have to show y'all something real quick. Y'all fixing to flip out. I'm like, how did they drive? Hang on. Let me put my lipstick on. This is that viral lipstick. Look like a Smurf. Okay, I gotta let this dry. This is that lip stain that's viral right now. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but you peel it off. We gonna try it. Okay. I don't know how Shane and I last night were sitting and talking. And we're like, how do other people do it? What are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? Because we're doing something wrong. Like, I don't know how people do it, but we can't do it. I don't know how. So, like, it's going to be an ordeal. Usually, Shane and I can't go places together. Either I have to leave Shane with the animals and I go, or Shane has to leave me with the animals and he go, because not only are we dealing with the animals, but we also have someone on hospice. It don't work like that. So we have a lot of responsibilities. Needless to say, I'm going to go to the Petals event because I feel like Tanya generally would hit me in the head with a hammer if I did not show up. And Retha Charlotte messaged me and said, Judy, I am coming to the event. And there is no way that I am going to let backup dancers drive all the way to Petals from the Past and me not show up. And I'm like, there are people that care. But see, I'm caught up in emotional mind and I'm telling myself that no one cares. Is this not, I feel like I actually like this color lipstick. I mean, you're going to peel this off. This is not the color, but I think this is like really cool. Personally, I would wear this lipstick. You put 2 coats on. I'm not very good at this. Okay, we gotta let this dry. Okay, let me back up. So when you're caught up in emotional mind and you're telling yourself friends don't care about you, they don't care if you show up to the party or not, whatever, all this crap that you tell yourself. Okay, let's stop ourselves and figure out how to fix all this. Being the best version of yourself is getting out of emotional mind. I will tell you for myself, the emotional part of balance is the hardest for me. Physical, oh, listen, I walk my 10,000 steps. Okay. I'm good physically. Okay. I probably could work on myself eating, but physically, I'm good. Spiritually, I could probably work on myself more spiritually. I've been a little mad at God lately. And so Shane and I were talking last night about our spiritual health, and I need to work on that. Mental health, I'm going to counseling. I'm going to work on myself mentally, but emotionally, train wreck. I lie to myself all the time. I do. Being the best version of yourself is not how other people treat you. Instead, how do you treat people? And when you stop yourself in the moment and go, what do you do, Judy? Are you supportive of LaWanda? Are you supportive of Mary? Mary has a YouTube channel. Are you supportive of Mary? That's the moment you start checking yourself, because what happens is we want other people to meet our needs. We get caught up in that. But see, being the best version of yourself is when you go, yeah, but what do you do? What do you do? Do you check on other people? Do you are you just this rock star friend, Judy? Have you just got all your crap straight? Like more people in the world need to be like you? Like you said? Oh my God. This lipstick is look at it. Isn't it cool? I so would wear this color. I swear I would. Okay, it's not quite dry yet. You got to check yourself. What are you trying when you lie to yourself and you tell yourself people don't care about you? You need to check your circle. Check your circle. You know, when I was a little girl and I had friendship problems in high school, I remember my mom sitting me down and saying, Judy, you're going to only have a few friends in your life. And I remember in high school not understanding that, because you remember in high school, like if people made fun of your clothes or your hair, like you went home devastated. You know, they don't like me. I don't fit in. I'm not in the popular crowd. We don't have the money that I can't. I want a designer purse like Mary. I'm the only kid in school that doesn't have a designer purse because my family's poor, or whatever. In high school, you dealt with things like that, you know? And I mean, even in my 50s, I don't compare myself. Yes, I do. I compare myself. I'm 54 years old. You would think I would be mature enough, mature enough. They say when it starts, I don't know what you do. They came with this, but I saw some people peeling it off. Am I going to have blue fingernails? Am I supposed to wipe it off with this? Oh, wipe it off. Have y'all gotten this lipstick? If you're a guy, you're like, oh, Judy, get past it. I don't want to sit and watch you wipe off lipstick. It's a pretty color. Okay, hang on. It came with activator. I don't really know what that is. Am I supposed to put it on over it? I tried to. It comes with this. This is lip oil therapy. Maybe I'm supposed to put that on. Oh, Lord. Hang on. That's the center calling me. What do y'all think? Okay. Anyway, I your circle of friends, you would think by 54 years old you'd have your crap straight, right? you'd think you'd have it all together. But we are human beings and we are people pleasers, majority of us. I mean, whether we admit it or not, we want to fit in. Like we want to fit in the crowd. But sometimes God has you sitting off in a corner by yourself for you to learn. And being the best version of yourself is constantly trying to figure out what you're supposed to be learning. Like, what am I supposed to be learning? I ask myself that all the time. Like, surely, God, you didn't mean for my life to be like blah, blah, blah. Surely, like, I am not supposed to be doing this. But what am I supposed to be learning? What is God trying to show me? And I think in my head, God has me sitting alone a lot, but I do better alone. It's like I have a clear understanding when I'm alone. I think that I hate that cowlick right there. It's like my hair's thinning. You can tell I'm in menopause. When I'm sitting alone is the moment that I can have clarity and I can break things down. But when I'm caught up in emotional mind and in the moment, it's like I believe what I feel. These people don't care about me, or, you know, whatever. But see, I feel like when you dance is when you go, get over that, because you can't control what these people do. All you can control is yourself. So, in order to be the best version of Judy and you be a good friend, what does it take for you to do these things? If these things are bothering you, can you imagine what you do to other people? It's staying in your own lane. The only person that I can control is myself. I can be a better friend myself. So what does Judy need to do to be a better friend? I mean, there's one of me, right? There's one of me. And you know, there's one of you. But I think that sometimes our expectations of other people are very high, because we expect everyone to be like us. But a lot of times we can't take our sunglasses off to see how we are. We're constantly have our eyes on other people. These other people, these friends of ours that we went to high school with or whatever, they're not my friend, or they're not, when you stop texting them, they don't text you to check on you. So what does that mean? Well, I mean, like, what does that mean? And I feel like the moment you start relying on other people to meet your needs is the moment you look like an idiot. You look like you're 54 years old looking like you're in middle school with your feelings hurt. That's that's a valid feeling, but it's not reality. Reality is every single one of those people care about me. That is reality. They do. I mean, when you break things down, people care. It's you caught up in emotional mind because I don't know that you're trying to be a caregiver and you don't get out much. You know, you the friend that you are is not really the friends you want to be a better friend than that. But you can't, because it's all you can do to even get out of the house, because you're dealing with a declining patient that lives in your house. And I'm not a good friend right now. Not really. I'm not. But can I be? You know, the second you stop working on yourself is the second you're sitting it out. You should be constantly working on yourself to be a better person. Every day you should strive to go, how do I be better today than I was yesterday? Okay, yesterday I was a crying train wreck. Okay, today is a new day. So what can I do to be a better person today? Well, one thing that I can do is the center. I hope that they're not calling me to tell me they're not coming today, but the center's supposed to come today. All right. So that's going to get me in the moment of feeling good for giving back. I'm actually going to lunch today to surprise someone. So I'm trying, to balance my life and not stay in the house all the time. I don't know if I'm making any sense today. Half the time when I talk, I don't know if I'm making any sense. I'm going to wrap it up to say this. When you find yourself getting your feelings hurt, getting caught up in emotional mind, you have got to check yourself. That is dancing, checking yourself. Looking in the mirror going, Becky, what is wrong with you? Tisme, what is wrong with you? Why are you so janked up today? What is going on? Let's check in with yourself. Why are you feeling like no one cares? Maybe because no one's texted you in a couple of weeks. I don't know. Why are you feeling like that? So what can you do to not sit it out? Well, in one of the workshops that I've been to, they were like, you need to do the complete opposite of what you want to do. So in other words, if you wake up and you got your butt hurt, okay, I don't know, I'm just using friendship for example, okay? You could use your spouse for example, but let's just say your friends hurt your feelings. Okay, do the next right thing. The next right thing is to be a friend. If you want someone to be your friend, you need to be a friend, but maybe your circle is wrong. Okay, so do something nice for someone else. The person in front of you is short a penny. Pull a penny out of your purse and go, here you go. Don't break that dollar. Here. If you want someone to be your friend, you need to be a friend. It doesn't have to be to that person, but you're wanting your needs met. The best thing you can do if you're wanting your needs met, go do for someone else. Okay? Just like, if you're wanting your, I don't know, spouse to recognize your birthday. Okay? If it's your birthday, go give to someone. I start forgetting my videos. I edited a video yesterday, and Monday, I left my live in left field, and I was like, I'm not good today. I'm not good today. So what do I need to do to take care of myself? And you know what I did? I put the 2 Goslings in a backpack and went to the post office. That's all I did. I was depressed as ever. And I stuck the 2 Goslings in my backpack and I went to the post office. And when I went into the post office, there was this little boy in there. And nobody knew, because I had a backpack on. No one knew what was in my backpack unless they heard or saw. And all of a sudden, this little boy saw the 2 Goslings in my backpack. And this boy lit up. And the second the little boy lit up, everyone in the post office lit up. And they were all smiling ear to ear, looking at these baby Goslings in my backpack. And suddenly the smiles became contagious. It started with the Goslings and the little boy looking at the Goslings. And the next thing I know, I turned around and there were like 15 people smiling, laughing at these 2 Goslings in my backpack at the post office. And I left there and I was like, it doesn't take much to make someone smile. If everyone in the post office knew how I was feeling, would they have believed me? They looked at me and were like, this girl has a perfect life. She's walking around with goslings in her backpack. She has the perfect life. And I wanted to go in my head. I was thinking, if they only knew what I dealt with every single day. This demon that's in my head is talking. And sometimes you think people have the perfect life. And really, I do have a perfect life. I do. And unfortunately, I have this chemical imbalance in my head that screws with me all the time. And it's something that I have to work at every single day. Every single day, I have to work at being well. And I share with you my stories because I know there's so many people that deal with mental health issues that are not treated. I used to be that person. And I had to learn how to be different. And I had to learn what it was going to take for me to be well. And I have to put in what I get out of life. And believe it or not, you have the strength to be the best version of yourself. And being the best version of yourself is not sitting it out. When you get caught up in emotional mind and think that no one cares, I'm here to tell you right now that if no one cares, I want you to know that your Aunt Judy cares. When you guys email me and you comment, I care what you think, I care what you're going through, and I care what you're feeling for the day. I do. And I want you to know that you're not alone if you struggle. If you're struggling in your marriage, if you're struggling with your job, if you're struggling with friendships, if you're struggling with your health, whatever, you're not alone. Chances are I've been through it too. And I'm here to tell you that you have the choice to sit it out or dance. And sitting it out is being caught up in emotional mind thinking no one cares. That is a lie. They care. They just don't show it the way you show it. And when you break it down, you'll see that you're caught up in emotional mind. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are real. But when you stick with it and you make your emotional mind carry on for days and days and days, you're going to drag yourself down and you're going to sit it out. I will see y'all next week. Thank you to all the people that donated for Queso's fundraiser. It's still going on. I haven't talked a lot about it as much as probably I should. I don't know why, but when I go back to read comments from my lives, they're not there. I can see the comments from the replays, but the actual live, they're not there. So if you, and I put this in my video for Thursday, but if you made a donation and you want an item from me, I need you to email me. I'm not seeing the comments. So someone wanted a tortoise, and I have no idea if you wanted the tortoise that LaWanda made or the tortoise, the stuffed animal, and it does not show me who. I got Heidi. I sent Heidi her bag. I sent Teresa her bag. I sent Jane her stuff, and there's one other person. Who did I send? Tanya, a book. Those people took the Goslings to mail their stuff. I know there's other people that wanted items that donated, and I cannot find any of the comments. So if you are one of the people that donated to my farm and you want an actual item from me, I need you to email me with your address and what item you wanted so I can mail it to you. Please know that. I don't know why I can't see the comments. I love you guys. I hope you have a great week. My video will come out Thursday. If you're catching the replay, you are loved and you are a backup dancer. Everybody that watches my videos, my lives, you are important to me. You keep me well. I appreciate you taking the time to comment and to encourage me to continue to be the best version of myself and continue to tell my story. I hope to help someone else. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.